I'm a role play here, Skeeter. You know, I'm gonna be Big Show, and I'm gonna pretend that I'm looking at Marko Stunt. Hey, Marko Stunt. Oh, you know what? You look just like a shit I just took. And scene.
It's hardcore. It's uncensored. It's On Your Mark with Mark E. Xtreme.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to perhaps the greatest episode of On Your Mark Wrestling Podcast. I am Skeeter Skyfyler, and I am excited to be sitting with the greatest wrestling champion of all time of the backyard, of course, Mark Xtreme.
You know what? I'm in a damn good mood today, Skeeter, and there ain't nothing to ruin it, because when you tell me that we're doing the best episode yet, I'm very excited to deep dive into my career. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mark. Xtreme, 15 plus years undefeated backyard wrestling entertainment champion and owner of Backyard Wrestling Entertainment. Also, I am the host of On Your Mark, the #1 wrestling podcast. No need to rush over to the charts because the facts are spilling out of my mouth like the blood in a thumbtack sandwich, because I am the #1 podcast in wrestling. I am better than Dave Meltzerman. I am better than Conan, and I'm way better than that wrestling figure bullshit that Zack Ryder's doing. I am giving you everything you've ever wanted, because why? I've taken everything that you've loved for years at our YouTube channel on our On Your Mark show, and we have sucked it out, and we have spit it in to the podcast world, and we're doing it uncensored, baby. We're doing it hardcore, and we're doing it extreme.
That's right. You're not going to get On Your Mark anywhere else uncensored like you're going to get it here on the podcast.
That's right. You're going to get it full of shit, dick, and fucking.
You can just nod your head, too. You know, you don't have to say all those things.
No, I got to give it all, because you know what people love more than they love birthday cake? They love cussing.
Well, I love birthday cake, and it feels like it's my birthday because we're talking about my favorite wrestler. That's right,
Marky Xtreme. Thank you for
stunt.
Wait. 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 So I thought that when you texted me earlier and you said, okay, on today's episode, we're going to be talking about Marko, that I thought you had a typo and you were saying we're going to talk about Mark. And I was like, oh, great. Finally, an episode I'm excited about. Deep diving into the greatest backyard wrestling entertainer of all time, Marky Xtreme, giving the people what they want. But let me just ask you, and did you just say we're going to talk about a whole episode about Marko Stunt? Is that what you just said, Skeeter?
Yeah, we're going to talk. Look, okay, of course, Mark Xtreme, you're my favorite wrestler of all time. But my other favorite wrestler of all time is Marko Stunt.
There's been a lot of things that you've done, Skeeter, in this life.
Yeah.
That I have forgiven. One of those being...
Thank you.
No. There's been a lot of things that you've done that I have forgiven. One of those being born.
Thank you.
And another one is your face. I've forgiven those travesties.
Thank you.
This is one thing I don't know that I'll ever forgive. I thought that you doing our first episode on John Cena pissed me off, but this might end up being the biggest waste of time of my life. Before we deep dive into this bullshit, Skeeter, we got to get some business out of the way.
Okay. Well, as you all know, on Apple Podcasts, you can rate and review the show. That helps the show out a lot. So be sure to do that. And we'll read another rating and review soon where you can win a free t-shirt from us. So be sure to hop on over and do that. And also, we are going with our On Your Mark 10K go. Once we hit 10,000 subscribers on our YouTube page, youtube.com/OnYourMarkShow, we will be given a random giveaway of the video game WWE Battlegrounds.
That's right. The best wrestling game that will ever be released. The first ever game where you can actually kill John Cena.
I don't know if he's going to die in it necessarily, but it looks like a fun wrestling game. And once we hit 10,000 subscribers, we'll pick someone at random and you'll win the game. Physical copy, digital copy, whichever kind you want, you get to choose. And of course, we also like to thank our members on our Patreon. And here is your Xtreme shout outs.
Angela, Elias, and Max. Thank you all for the support over on Patreon. If you want to become a supporter of the On Your Mark Show, be sure to go over to patreon.com/OIMShow. Baby!
Oh boy, I'm so excited. AEW Zone Marko Stunt.
I'm in such a bad mood right now, Skeeter. I started out as such a high, and I have dropped down to such an extreme low. I am about to pass out from this blood pressure change.
I mean, if you think about it, okay, let's think about you two. Mark, E-O, Xtreme, Stunt. You guys is practically the same.
There is nothing about us that is similar. There is nothing about us that can ever be compared, and I will never align myself with him. I would never stand 6 feet even close to him. And you know what? This is just, there's some vanilla midgets in this business that would be better off getting a job at Applebee's or, some bullshit like that. But, it pisses me off that you, one, picked this as our episode, but two, to compare me to such a fucking idiot? Really? Skeeter? Did you hit your head too hard in the backyard the other day?
Well, what's wrong with that? Because you say I'm an idiot all the time, and you compare me to you, saying how great you are compared to me. So what's the difference?
No, but I'm not saying you're like me. I'm not sitting here saying that, oh, Skeeter, look at me, stand side by side to me. Our peckers are the same. No, blah, 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 blah. No, there ain't nothing about us that is alike. I'm never comparing you to my likeness. Skeeter, let's move on, because I am very, very, very mad right now, okay? And there needs to be something that makes me happier, or I might break this computer, and then you don't got the name on your show anymore.
All right. Okay. I didn't mean to make you mad, but let's just talk about one of my favorite wrestlers and probably one of the greatest of all time. He was born Noah Nelms on July 30th, 1996.
What kind of name is that? Noah Nelms. That's like Ryan Nemeth. That's like a mumble name. Was his mom mumbling when she's like, yes, doctor, name him Noah Nelms? It's, oh, yes, doctor, name him Ryan Nemeth. Like, that's a fucking mumble name. It should have committed her.
Well, I mean, I don't know about that. Maybe she was just all drugged up from giving birth. I hear that's hard.
I don't think. I think that there's some things a little harder.
Mark Xtreme.
And also, how hard can it be birthing this fucking little ass shit? Like, I bet he just came out in a wind, a little poof, like a little fucking poof, and he just floated out, Oh, where's he at? Oh, wait, there he is. I thought that was a fucking one of those old WWE thumb wrestlers, fucking tiny as hell. They didn't even know he popped out.
Well, then that's an easy day for the doctor then, I guess. He was born in Paragould, Arkansas. And he started training when he was 18 years old. Isn't that interesting, Marky Xtreme?
No, it isn't. If you really want to make some place in this business, you start training at fucking at least 12 or 13. You train before your body's fully developed. You got to mold your muscles. I don't want to hear this bullshit. Oh, like, I'm not fully developed yet. I might mess up my muscular sculpture. Well, you know what? You gotta mold it to a wrestler's muscular sculpture. Okay. Marko Stunt. I trained when I was 18, bitch.
Well, I don't know if that was necessary. Okay. So he started training when he was 18. So you're saying had he started training earlier, he could have developed his body to be a wrestler body. So he was too late. So is that why you think he's short?
Yeah. I think that has everything to do why he's small as hell. I think that if he'd have started training early, before his body was fully developed, he'd probably grown into a normal looking man, but now he looks like a creepy ass fucking gnome that scares the shit out of me, and you know, I don't get it, and it angers me that people like this get opportunities, and there ain't nothing special about him. And you know, I get that the business needs jobbers. We've got them in Backyard Wrestling Entertainment, you know, but it pisses me off that kid out there is getting some spotlight and I haven't.
How come you don't let me be a jobber in Backyard Wrestling Entertainment?
Because I don't think you'll ever be ready to wrestle, Skeeter. Sorry, you know, some people just can't ever be astronauts, okay? I'm not going out there and I'm not going to say, "Hey, Dad, I want to be a pilot. I want to fly airplanes," you know? Because I'd get too dang excited and I'd crash the airplanes into a building or something, you know? So Marko Stunt shouldn't have fucking been a wrestler, shouldn't be a jobber. Skeeter, you shouldn't be a jobber either. Plain and simple. Some people think you just aren't meant to do.
True. Some people are meant for greatness and championships, so I get that. I thank you for looking out for me. He's known as Mr. Fun Size. Don't you think that's a fun name, Mr. Fun Size? Because it's like a candies.
There ain't nothing fun about him, you know. I'll give you something that's fun size.
What's that? Oh God! You want to talk about your pecker again?
Hell yeah, my pecker.
So you're saying your pecker's like a little fun candy, like the minis? Because that's what Mr. Fun Size is. No, but fun size means that it's the mini candies that you get at Halloween.
That's not what I meant, Skeeter.
I think you meant king size.
That's not what I meant.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you heard it here first, folks. Marky Xtreme has the fun size pecker.
No, that's not. Fucking God dang it! Skeeter. Let's stop recording.
Okay.
And let's go back and let me say that again. And then so we can get it again because you fucked it up. Okay. And 3, 2, 1. Yeah, Mark Xtreme. I got a fun size pecker. My pecker is fun size.
That's what. Are you sure? All right. Okay, I'm gonna leave that in then. Okay. How fun is Jurassic Express?
I'll give you this. It is a fun gimmick, and you know the kids. You know they were the kids would look good. The kids like it. You know, there's always these things that you know the kids are this is something for the kids, right? And I acknowledge that, but if they would just get that weird ass troll out of there, they could go on and do some real big business.
Are you talking about Jungle Boy?
No, I'm talking about Marko Stunt. The one who we're doing this episode about.
Well, okay, let's look at. You got Marko Stunt, right? He's so fun and small, and he's so full of energy. And they got Jungle Boys from the jungle. And then you got Luchasaurus, which I don't. Okay, you've been in wrestling longer than I have. Is he one of those evolved dinosaurs? Is he?
I think he's one of those that Spanky was talking about that one time I had a conversation. And this is a perfect opportunity to dive into the vault because one of our boys, Mr. Brian Kendrick, had something to say about what I believe is Luchasaurus.
From the vault.
Other than wrestling, what do you do?
I look up a lot of conspiracy videos.
What do you mean?
Like 9/11 being an inside job type stuff, like holographic planes and lizard people running the world, that kind of stuff.
Please elaborate. Continue, please.
There's 13 families of these lizards. There's 13 bloodlines that keep intermarrying. They comprise the royal families that run the world. But we only see 7 bands of light out of the 200 plus bands of light. So we see them as humans when in fact they're 7 foot tall reptilians. Yeah, they feed off of our misery.
From the vault.
Well, there you had it. Here, the proof was in the pudding years ago. Lizard people, I think he was talking about Luchasaurus.
Well, that makes a lot more sense now. Okay, I guess I'm a little less scared, too, because I never wanted to go to an AEW show and sit real close because I thought Luchasaurus might eat me.
I wish he would.
Did you know that Marko Stunt's favorite wrestler is the Big Show?
Cool. Whatever.
Well, isn't that interesting? Because Big Show's so big and Marko Stunt's so tiny. When he was younger, he looked up to Kane and The Undertaker and, quote, and this is what he said on Chris Van Vliet's show, that I wanted to be 7 foot tall. I wanted to be 500 pounds. I wanted to choke slam people and throw them around.
Yeah, well, you know what, kid? You never will be, and you're different, and that's why I don't like you. I'm going to role play here, Skeeter. You know, I'm going to be Big Show, and I'm going to pretend that I'm looking at Marko Stunt. Hey, Marko Stunt. Oh, you know what? You look just like a shit I just took. And scene.
Why does his poop have that much hair in it?
Because Big Show eats live animals.
Is that true?
Yeah, how do you think that he gets that big?
I don't know. I figure it was something like you, and sometimes when you get all sad and you eat a bunch of pizzas in a row.
No, I don't do that. You know what? I you know what I do when I get stressed and don't eat? I don't eat a lot of pizza. I do some shake weight. And if you need to get your life in order and burn off some stress and calories, then, and you're a woman, not a man, then come to one of Marky Xtreme's shake weight classes. Take it away, Skeeter.
Okay, and here's where I role play. Yeah, that's right. I'm a woman, not a man, and I love Marky Xtreme Shake Weight. Because when I go and I take his seminars, then I take that shake weight and I hold it and I shake it real good and get rid of all that fat that my husband doesn't care for. Thank you, Marky Xtreme.
Oh, God, that weirded me the hell out. Good Lord. Well, but yes, if you want to take one of Marky Xtreme shake weight classes, we do it every Wednesday night at the Women's Club. And, you know, you got to be a woman only and come out down and shake weight yourself to sweet release. You know, you heard it from EC3 himself.
What if I dress up as a woman and can I take the class then?
Hell no, Skeeter. I want to keep customers and not fucking scare them.
All right. Well, I'm checking for everybody out there. Okay.
Get back to this riveting episode.
Oh, Marko Stunt is so great. Did you know that his mom is only 4 foot 10 inches and his dad is 6 feet tall?
Oh, wow. I'm surprised his parents aren't fucking toothpicks by the size of that Marko Stunt is.
He is 5'2".
Negative.
Oh, okay. Then what is he?
He's negative 5'2".
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, it is, Skeeter. I went to school.
Yeah, but you didn't finish.
Regardless, doesn't matter. I know how to measure things. Marko Stunt's negative 5 foot. My pecker's 5 foot positive. You know?
How's that work? What, are you sure you don't have a negative pecker?
Science? No. No, I don't.
But you said it's fun size.
Skeeter, you're pissing me the fuck off. Continue with this fucking episode. I want it to be over with so badly.
What's bigger, Marko Stunt or Marky Xtreme's pecker?
Marko Xtreme's pecker.
I don't know. He's 5'2".
The science.
All right. Well, I don't know. I seen it, but I didn't think it looked like Marko Stunt.
You've never seen it, Skeeter.
That's not true.
Okay, guys, everybody listen. Okay, stop recording.
Okay.
I need to talk to you off air. Skeeter, regardless if you accident... No, you don't have to stop breathing.
But you said it's off air. No more air.
No, that's not what I mean. I said we're not recording right now, so I'm going to talk you off the air. It's a saying in the business. Okay, don't breathe. That works for me. If you die, great. Listen, Skeeter. God, are you still sick? Listen. Okay, Skeeter, are you listening?
Yes.
There was an accident that happened one time where you did see my pecker. I acknowledge this, but that doesn't mean the world needs to know about what you saw, okay? And regardless of what the size of my pecker really is, I am telling the world that I have a big-ass pecker. Regardless if my pecker is fun size, regardless if sometimes it does go negative inches. Skeeter, you saw what you saw. I acknowledge that. You looked at it, then you looked at me in the eye, and then you looked back at it. And then you look back at me in the eyes, and we both walked away very slowly. We know what happened. I know what happened, but that doesn't mean the world needs to know what happened. Do you got it, Skeeter?
It looked like you had 2 innie belly buttons.
I get it. It's a condition I have, okay? It's called macropecker, okay? And I don't need the world to know that. All right? Can we now get back to our show?
Okay, can we do it with air?
Yes, Skeeter, we can do it with air.
Okay, good.
Okay,
That's
we're
a
back
relief.
to the show in 3, 2, 1.
Did you know that Marko Stunt almost quit wrestling after he broke his leg?
I wish he just would have quit.
I mean, you've been through some injuries, Marky Xtreme. Did you ever consider to quit wrestling from one of these injuries?
Hell no. You know how I got through my injuries so quickly? I worked through my injuries like a goddamn man, you know? Sometimes you got to go out there and put some shit on the cuts, you know, to get them to heal quicker. And that's what I do, you know? If I go out there and I break my leg, I go out there and I'll break the other to make them, then I get out there and I wrestle, you know? Work through your injuries. That's what they did back in the day, and that's what I still do to this day. And you know, Marko Stunt, it just says a lot about his work ethic. It says a lot about his the size of his vagina. If he breaks his leg and can't compete.
Well, I don't know. I was there, but there's a lot of people that don't believe the story how you got your leg cut off one time during a wrestling match, Marky Xtreme.
Well, you were there telling the story.
I was there. So you were wrestling Junkyard Frog, rest in peace.
God rest his soul.
And you had taken it was a razor blade match where there's a bunch of razor blades inside of a kiddie pool, and Junkyard Frog had done an atomic drop to you, and he put you so you almost fell out of the kiddie pool except for your leg, and your leg went in the kiddie pool and was completely cut off through the bone.
Yep.
And then you reattached it during the match. You beat Junkyard Frog with your leg. You're bleeding out, but you beat him down with your own leg, and then you reattached it with duct tape.
The match has to continue. You know, it's a part of this business. It's a part of training. Is you finish the match. You always finish the match. So I did what I had to do. I attached my leg, and guess what? We got a "This is awesome" chant, and that's all we ever want in this business. That means more than anything. You know, this is awesome, and then we got that. And you know what? So if it meant me having to have my leg cut off and reattached mid-match to earn some respect, there's a reason why I have as much respect in this business as I do.
Those razor blades might also eat your pecker too, without explaining what, you know, how small it is.
Skeeter?
Yes.
We talked off air, Skeeter. We talked. No, stop. Fucking just continue. Fucking idiot.
At this point in his career, Marko Stunt's about 5-12. So that's pretty good, right? That means he's growing. He's 5'12".
He's 5 and 12. He's what is he? 5 years old and 12 years old?
No, that means he's growing
He
in
looks
height,
about
right?
he looks like he's about 5 and 12 years old at the same time.
That's when they're keeping everybody's stats in AEW. They're like, oh, he's
No,
this and
that's
this.
not what.
Like
no,
he's growing. He was 5'2", now he's 5'12". That's exciting.
No, that means he's 5 and 12. He's 5 years old and 12 years old.
Oh, is that what that means?
Yep. I went to school.
Yeah, you did. You went more than me. I failed when it came to the blocks.
So don't argue with me about numbers.
Marky Xtreme, should Marko Stunt be AEW World Champion?
Is that a joke?
No, I don't know any jokes.
I think that would be one of the biggest mistakes in this business. You know, I think
To not have him be champion. I agree.
No,
it's good
that he
that everyone
shouldn't be-
can pursue their dreams no matter size, creed, race. That they can make it happen. I agree with you, Marky Xtreme.
You know what? I'm all about equal opportunity. Clearly, I legally have to be in backyard wrestling entertainment, but you know what? I want to put asses in the seats. Okay, I want to put big fat asses in the seats. The bigger, the fucking better. And all I know is that if I put Marko Stunt, if I went out there and if I put Marko Stunt versus Marky Xtreme in backyard wrestling entertainment, and Marko Stunt beat me, then those fat asses would leave the backyard. Nobody wants to see Marko Stunt as a champion.
Well, Billy Gunn said I had, quote, no ass at all, and I'd stay. So doesn't that count for something? If Marko Stunt beat Marky Extreme for the Backyard Wrestling Entertainment title?
That's another thing that's never going to happen.
No, it would happen. I would not leave.
I'm on the verge of crying, puking, shitting, sneezing, and bleeding out every orifice in my body at once because how angry I am, how annoyed I am, how much I actually just have to shit, and how sad I am of what this episode could have been and what it's become. So, Skeeter, there is nothing, and I mean nothing, not even a Marky Extreme t-shirt that could make me happy right now. But mentioning Marky Extreme t-shirts, Skeeter Skyflyer, where can people go right now to get a Marky Extreme t-shirt? Take it away, Skeeter.
They can go to ProWrestlingTees.com/OYM show and you can get 1, 2, dang it, whatever numbers after that, you can get them all. You can get all the shirts there at ProWrestlingTees.com/OYM show. It helps support this show. You'll look cool when you go to the next wrestling event and everybody's like, oh man, that's Marky Extreme. And I love him. Or Skeeter Skyflyer. I love him even more. He's too sweet. And you can wear all the cool shirts. You can collect them all. So many different colors to choose from. All the colors of the rainbow. They're all represented there. What's your favorite shirt, Marky Extreme?
Well, it absolutely isn't the Skeeter Skyflyer shirt, and I encourage everyone to buy every shirt but that one. But I have a lot of favorites on the store. The Extreme Cruise is sick. It's got a big old shark on it, and sharks are fucking awesome. And, obviously my top of my list is the Mark E Extreme t-shirt with my face on it. I think you put me on a shirt, and that is to put me on a man's chest. That'll get the girls coming towards you.
Well, it's been so much fun to talk about Marko Stunt. I think he's great. I think there's so much we're going to see from him. He's bound to be a champion in AEW.
You can't see him. He's so small you can't even see him.
That's John
Cena.
Cena.
It's I see what you did there. They're trying to be clever, and it's not fucking funny. He's so small you can't even see him, so obviously the AEW is wasting their money because they're paying for fucking toothpick man.
Well, what can you imagine that him being a champion, a tag team champion with Jurassic Express and being world champion? Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that just be the greatest thing?
Oh,
Wouldn't
yeah,
AEW
Skeeter.
be the...
That'd be great. That'd be just great, Skeeter. Oh boy, and then I'll go out there and I'll have bubblegum farts, and then I'll fucking buzz and I'll da. Yeah, I want to see Dinosaur and Toothpick Boy. That'd be so fun, Skeeter. And then I can go out there and eat some cotton candy and some titty farts and all that bullshit, Skeeter. No, nobody wants that shit. People want blood. People want extreme, and people want boobs, okay? And they want Marky Extreme, Skeeter. And you're going to get them every Wednesday here on the Dragon Wagon Radio Network.
That's right. And if you like role playing like how we did earlier, you're going to love the show Dungeons
Skeeter,
and Dragon Wagon.
No, Skeeter, we've never role played. Something we've never done.
Well, we did role play earlier.
No, we didn't, Skeeter.
I played a woman and you did a role play.
Oh my God. I don't think you know what you're saying. Again, continue with the show.
That's it on Dragon Wagon Radio and wherever you get your favorite podcast. You can listen to the great show Dungeons and Dragon Wagon, where it's like D&D, but they come up with their own system and they have all fun new characters. It's super great to listen to. So check that out. And check out youtube.com/OnYourMarkShow, where you can check out all the great shoot interviews, all the Being the Extreme episodes, all the top 10 lists, everything great that has been on this show. It's all available there. youtube.com/OnYourMarkShow.
We're doing that, and be sure to subscribe because on your mark, 10K go. When we hit 10,000 subscribers, we're picking a random subscriber to give them a copy of WWE Battleground.
You're giving away so much stuff. You're so nice.
Yeah, we'll call me the same as Santa Claus Extreme because I got to feed these thirsty ass bitches.
Have I been naughty or nice?
Stop it. Ugh, God, you're so fucking creepy.
What makes me creepy?
Everything. let's wrap this up, Skeeter. I'm in the worst mood I've ever been in.
Okay. Well, I guess in closing, Marky Xtreme, what's your Marko Stunt dream match?
Oh, let's see. Marko's son dream match would be a reverse birth. Let's shove his little tiny ass back up his mom's vagina so he never comes into this planet. A reverse birth match sounds great.
Who's he gonna fight?
He's gonna fight his way up his mama's pussy.
Is that on the AEW roster?
His mom? No. What are you talking about? You didn't get what I'm saying. Skeeter, wrap this shit up.
Okay, well, thanks for listening, everybody. It's been great. And if Marco's not listening, you my favorite. You're just so great. You're just so great.
Yeah, Marko Stunt's listening. I fucking hate you.
Dragon Wagon.